Max, how you said you came here to become like a more well-rounded tight end. How do you feel now a couple games into it in the areas of improved?
Yeah, I think I've improved a lot. Coach Key, Coach Hint, Coach Wendy, working on my blocking every day, working on my route running. I mean, just, being able to learn from guys like Will and Bennett. I mean, it's been a great help to me, and just want to keep continuing to build on that for sure.
Seems like your run blocking is really taking a step forward, even from like game one to the last game. Where do you think you've made the most progress in that specific area?
Right, I think just, hand placement, running off the ball, velocity into it, stuff like that. So.
Max, when Julian took that big hit on that connection, did he earn some more respect, or is that something that you guys know that he's
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's a tough guy. I mean, when he's able to stand in there and take a hit like that and put the ball where he wants to, I mean, it's pretty special. So, but, it's Julian.
What's the key to being able to adjust to a ball like that? It's, it maybe comes out a little differently than you're expecting when the quarterback gets hit.
Right, no, I think it came out really well, actually. I mean, he kind of put it right where he wanted to be, so it wasn't too much of an adjustment for me.
Gotcha. You're coming off your most productive game. How have you developed your chemistry with Julian throughout the season in the passing?
Yeah, I think just keep earning that trust, making the play when your number's called, even especially in practice too. Just continuing to build that trust is huge.
Max, you had a career high in receiving yards last year against Illinois.
Yeah.
What do you remember about that game? It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that was a wild game. We were down pretty big, and then we found a way to get back into it, and then took it into overtime. Had a couple big plays there. It was a fun game, but obviously not as fun as if we would have ended up on top. So hopefully this time we'll be able to walk out of there with the W.
Ohio State hasn't played Illinois since 2017. You've played in the last 2 years, last couple of years.
Yep.
I don't know if they're like leaning on you anymore to like get intel on Illinois, but just what do you make of Illinois' defense every facing?
Yeah, I mean, they've always had a solid defense. I think they've always played pretty solid defense, and they're going to continue to do that.
What stands out about their defense, though? I mean, what do they do that's a little bit different?
Yeah, I think they mix up the fronts really well. 3 down, 4 down, 5 down. Give you a lot of different looks, and you got to have answers for it. So just trusting what we do and going out there and doing what we do.
Hey, if I was to tell you there was a major quarterback award that announced their top 25 today, and Julian Sayin's not on it, would you be surprised by that?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
There is one, so be surprised.
That's crazy.
But what I don't know, what does it just tell you about those kind of awards, and is he, in your mind, qualified to be at least among the top 25?
Yeah, I mean, I think it just tells you that you can't believe everything that's online. I mean, obviously when if you're actually watching the games, you see, his talent and you see what he's doing out there. So
yeah,
I mean,
but you're seeing it from right there on field. What sets him apart in your opinion right now?
Yeah, I think it's just like his composure, his willingness to make the right reads and lead us. I mean, he's always a steady guy, and he's never up and down. He's always even keel. So that's huge in a quarterback.
Max, against
A couple more questions for Max.
Texas, that early play where you dropped the pass, and then against Washington it was like a very similar play, and you caught the pass.
Right.
To, I guess, like make good on that play. What does that do for your relationship with Julian as he starts to look for you more throughout the season?
Yeah, I think like I alluded to earlier, that just builds trust. I mean, you got to make your play, and obviously dropping that one early was tough, but being able to come back and make that play is huge. So,
Coach Day referred to maybe you're getting into the acclimatized to Ohio State and Ohio State way of doing things, maybe in preseason camp. You've talked about this before and stuff, but do you feel like more and more every week a Buckeye? I mean, I know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
How does that manifest itself? What does that mean when I say that?
I think just getting more and more into the culture, being around the guys, and just everything, just being here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just growing in everything I do, and just continuing to build that rapport with Ohio State, and I think I've done a pretty good job of that, so I feel pretty good.
You've talked about it before, but the weapons that are around you here, the receivers, Jeremiah Smith, Carmel Tate. I mean, when Carmel
got Peyton Pierce
is
on the
going
10.
out and putting up a game like he just had, and when obviously Jeremiah is doing the things he's doing, like how much has it set in with you that you have guys around you to take away attention and maybe free you up this year?
Right, yeah, it's awesome. I mean, having guys like that around you only helps, and it's fun to go out there and play with those guys. I mean, they're making plays left and right, and it's fun to see the ball go up, and it's a touchdown. So it's a lot of fun.
Do you ever take receiving pointers from the receiver room?
Yeah, I mean, I take what I can get. You know, we're obviously kind of different build, different bodies, so, but it's fun to watch those guys and try to mimic what they do, for sure.
Max,
do
thank
feel
you very. Oh, go ahead. Last question.
I'm just curious, like, if, with those guys out there, and you being like your team's leading receiver last year and like leading target guy, do you feel like you have more space? Are you noticing maybe, I don't know if less attention is the right word, but it's a little more freedom to operate because you're not the guy who's getting targeted the most within the offense?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's just how it works. Definitely a little more space to operate, for sure.
Great. Max, thank you very much.
Thanks,
Appreciate